How are we doing, everybody? My name is Mike Dewan here with the Region Sports Network, and we are back. You already know what time it is. Off-season football content, and what is off-season football content without the 100-yard interview segment? Our first episode, we have a special guest here today. We are live from Hanover Central High School with the new Hanover Central football head coach, Tony Bartolomeo. Coach, how are we? Obviously, you got introduced, into this role in January. You've been here for a few years before that, and we'll get into it. But Coach, how are we so far now in May?
Feeling great. It's been a great spring. We had spring installs, got a lot of work done, got some guys running around and catching balls, which we wanted to see. Of course, we've been lifting. It's just part of what we do. And, there's no more off season. I mean, we've got spring practice, you've got summer practices, you've got scrimmages, and then real practice. So it's a year-round thing, and that's the way we like it.
That's right. So, Coach, your journey here will start just strictly at Hanover Central High School. You came here in 2021 as a quarterbacks coach, and one of the cool things that you probably got to experience, you had both of your sons come through the program.
I did.
Tony Jr. and Rocco, who had a stellar season as well last year.
Yeah.
Talk me about those kind of seasons, at least starting off on 2021 as a quarterbacks coach. At least just that experience you can kind of get into of being a coach, but also, hey, you got your sons on the field that are very productive for this team.
Yeah, it couldn't have gone better. Hanover Central has been great for me, my sons, and my whole family, honestly. And when we got here in 2021, my son Tony was a sophomore, and Rocco was a incoming freshman. And it's just been a great thing for my family, just to enjoy and watch the successes of the team. It was also nice because I didn't have to be the head coach for them and their direct coach. Like, I was the quarterback's coach, except for Tony, when he had to fill in for Matt Kuntz for about a 5-game stretch there. And so that was an interesting thing, but it was a good thing. It was a good thing. And, Rocco's graduating, and the 4 years are a blink of an eye, and I didn't feel like being done. So here we go, rolling the sleeves back up and getting after it.
Let's do it. How was it like kind of treading that line of being a father, but also being a coach at the same time, to keep things maybe inside the household compared to maybe keeping it on the gridiron?
Yeah, it's nothing that you want to ruin a relationship with your son over.
Sure.
At this age and this point of their journey, I was their cheerleader. I had done all the tearing down and building up when they were younger, and the right way to do things. And when they get older, I think they respond best with just, hey, I love what you're doing out there. Hey, that was a great play. Hey, I love the way you're practicing. Just positive reinforcement when they get older, I think, works best.
So outside of your kids now, we're here in the present day. You are the head coach now of the Hanover Central football program. And I think a good thing about you, at least you were on staff for those few years, like we mentioned.
Yes.
The culture that Brian Parker, the former head coach of Hanover Central, built with this program. And obviously a lot of wins to come with that as well. But a culture that, this is a community that has now come around and has respected Hanover Central football.
Yeah.
Talk to me about, kind of jumping into that as well and potentially building off of that culture that Brian Parker set before you.
Yeah, we love our football here, and we don't want it any other way. Football's not an afterthought. The community loves football. The school loves football. And, of course, we love football. And look what we're doing out here in a cloudy May Day football high school interview. But we've got, we're excited to build upon it. But this is by no means do we think this is some walk in the park. This is we're just going to just show up and it's going to happen. It happens by working hard continually throughout the years. Our schedule coming up is the toughest one we've ever had in history. We're going to go over to Michigan City, and we're opening up over there. That is a tough place to play, and it's a tough place to win. In week 2, we've got Bishop Chatard coming here, and that's not even counting NCC play yet. So we're excited to challenge our program and challenge our kids, but I like our guys, and I'm excited about the challenges ahead.
Some challenges ahead where we cannot wait to see how you guys conquer. But Coach, I like to use the 50-yard line, as most people that probably watch this, as kind of a time to reflect. We're standing on the logo, we're talking about the community. Coach, you've had a journey at some couple other schools. You've been in the coaching business for well over 2 decades.
Yeah.
And this chapter in your life, we could at least talk about how have those prior experiences at your previous schools, like Munster, we were talking about, like Maryville, Lake Central, bringing you to this point right now, being at Hanover Central, again, a community that you said loves their football.
Yeah.
And now you're the guy to lead that. This chapter in your life, talk to me.
How this all I've had a great education in football. I've worked with Hall of Fame coaches at a variety of schools. Leroy Marsh, Munster High School. Jeff Yelton, Hall of Famer at Maryville High School. Coach Rick Wimmer, who I played for at Maryville High School. So I've had a great education, as well as my uncle, retired UIndy head coach, Indiana Football Hall of Famer. So I'm a football guy from a football family, and I've been doing it for 20-something years, and I just love what I do.
Love
Lake Central is a challenging place to coach, and I learned a lot about myself there, and just a lot about football and playing tough teams week after week, and trying to maintain positivity in tough times. I mean, there's something you take from everything. Uh, the Hanover team we have today reminds me a lot of the Munster teams that I had when I was at Munster. We had a great run there, and just lunch pail guys and hardworking kids, and I see a lot of that here, and it's encouraging. It's
it.
encouraging.
Talk to me about that team coming up. Yes, you guys.
Hmm.
Obviously, there was a lot of winning senior classes
Yes.
that you've experienced, of course,
Hmm.
which your sons have done, but also some other players as
Yes.
well. You lose a great running back in Caden Verrett. You
Oh
lose
yeah.
a quarterback, Tommy Bonner,
Exactly.
linemen, receivers, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But the defense I saw is relatively young, and you
Yeah.
mentioned again a bunch of lunch pail guys that are going to go to war for you. Talk
Yeah.
about this group of Hanover
Yeah.
Central
One thing
Wildcats.
about this group is we're going to rely on that defense because now it's an old defense. So while we're developing some of these younger skill players and quarterbacks, our line on both sides of the ball is experienced. All 5 of our offensive linemen are returning with experience, and we're going to lean on those guys, as well as our defense. And I believe we do have some skill players, but they're guys you don't know about yet. But their opportunity's coming, and when they get their opportunity, I believe you'll start to talk about some of these guys, and I'm excited for that.
Gearing up for that tough schedule. The summer, of course, that's a
Mhm.
big period of time.
Yeah.
Anything special lined up for the summer for these guys? I know you mentioned installs already, getting
Yeah.
the guys acclimated, but
Definitely.
summer, scrimmage season's right around the corner.
Yeah, we'll be out here all summer, but in addition to that, we're going to Manchester team camp.
Okay.
We'll spend 4 days there as a team. I think it's vital for us to spend that time uh, bonding as a team. We kind of go down there as a bunch of guys, and then it's a new group, and then they start to live together. All we do is football and try to get their identity as guys. We got a scrimmage against Maryville in July, which we're excited about. And we have Wheeler here late June, and obviously we're going to scrimmage 3 or 4 teams at Manchester.
Okay.
So we're excited for the football summer. I love football in the summer. Honestly,
sure.
it's just it's something. That's all we would pretty much focus on. And we get here, we do football, and we go home. There's no school at that point. The season's far enough away. We can just work on getting better.
Straight business. Some of those dual sport athletes, I know you got a couple
Mhm.
guys they're playing dual sports, and
Yeah.
sometimes the summer's occupied as well. How do you kind of balance that life? Of course, obviously, it's great to have kids play dual sports, but
It is.
obviously football's right on the corner, Coach.
Yeah, and you work with them because everything's important to somebody. So we've got a lot of baseball guys, and we take care of those guys. We've got some basketball guys. If they have basketball AAU on Tuesdays, that's where they go. And I make sure I get them on Monday and Wednesday. And basketball does Tuesday, Thursday. We build our summer schedule basically heavy early in the week, so the baseball guys can attend. And then by the later time in the week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, if they have a tournament, it really doesn't cut into football. So we need those guys. And
sure.
I don't think at a school like Hanover, which, for the success we've had, we're still probably the smallest public school in the conference. So I need as many great kid athletes as we can get, and that's what we're always trying. We're just trying to maintain what we have.
Always looking to grow, right, Coach?
Yeah.
Well, hey, we got the red zone this time for red zone rapid
All right.
fire. You ready to go? All right,
Let's
let's
go.
do it. Let's have the fans get to kind of know Tony Bartolomeo. Coach, first give me some goals, maybe for year one. Kind of keep it short and sweet, but maybe some goals, personal goals. Obviously, there's some stuff, of course, that Hanover Central's been doing very well as of late. What are you looking forward to in year one?
Well, year one goal is always to win the conference. That's the first one in front of us, and then the ultimate goal would be to win the sectional.
Okay.
And then once you win the sectional, let the tournament play out as it may.
Love it, Coach. Favorite football memories as a coach, player, whatever that may be.
Oh, favorite football memories. I mean, being a player at Maryville High School growing up in the early 90s was very, very special. Demery Stadium was brand new. We just had a spectacular run, and it kind of just ignited my love for football for the rest of my life, honestly. And then, and every place has had special things. But
Sure.
Coaching my sons and watching them flourish has also been very special.
Okay, 3 favorite sports teams, professional or collegiate level.
Chicago Bears.
Good man.
Chicago White Sox. And I will never change. I don't care what the deal is. Chicago White Sox, let's go. And Chicago Bears, Chicago Bulls.
Okay, I like it. Speaking of Chicago Bulls and good athletes at the time you were growing up, favorite athletes maybe growing up, maybe some athletes you like today as well.
My favorite athlete growing up, Walter Payton. He was just everything that I wanted to be as a player. Tough, hardworking, just unbelievable heart. And he's my favorite football player growing up. Rocket Ishmael was also one of my favorite players growing up. He was just electric for Notre Dame in an electric year. Loved him. So those two guys growing up, my favorite football players. Current players, I have a favorite current player. I just like watching good football being played.
Yeah, don't mind that at all.
I'm not a really jersey guy.
Sure,
you know, like I always ask kids, are you a jersey guy or are you a team guy?
Yeah.
And I'm more of a team guy.
I got you. I hear you in that as well. As a player or coach, any superstitions? Are you superstitious at all? And if so, what quirky things maybe you would do before games or practices, or got to follow a routine?
I'm not quirky or superstitious about things like that before a game. The only thing I need to do before a game is eat.
What's your pregame meal?
Something I don't really have a go-to thing, but it has to. I eat a lot. People are always like, "Oh, you eat a lot." Like, I can't be hungry. I can't come out here and be hungry. That's like the last thing I need to worry about. So the Italian boy in me has got to make sure I get a good meal in before we get out there.
I hear. What about a pregame playlist? Any artists you like music-wise?
I'm a Van Halen guy.
Okay.
I'm an old school guy.
I like it.
I'm a Van Halen guy. David Lee Roth, Van Halen. Let's clarify. But I love all music. I love what the kids are listening to. I like a lot loud music, and I like it. The louder, the better.
I love it. It's always changing. And coach, as we cross the goal line to kind of finish this off, just tell me again, the Hanover Central Wildcats. What are we going to expect for 2025 and hopefully beyond under your watch, Coach?
The Hanover Wildcats, you can expect we're going to play extremely hard, and we're going to play extremely tough. Whatever we are, we're going to be extremely tough out, and our kids are going to play the right way.
Let's do it. Hey, watch out for the Lake Show. For Coach Tony Bartolomeo, for Zach Miller behind the camera, I'm Mike Dewan. That's it from us, from Hanover Central Wildcats for the 100-yard walk on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.